It's not true. I just listened to you all at supper.
Coach,
that literally is
some might
not
say it's
true.
cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather.
Oh, dude. What in the rotten tomato? Do you know what it is? Desync. Dude, no stats will be recorded. Okay, go make sure auto subs. Make sure your formation subs, there's no repeats. It's happened to me sometimes on my defense. No, like the computer will just randomly put them in. Sometimes. And if there's more than one player, like if it's the same player in multiple positions, that's where I kind of risk problem with that. Know your photo coaches, and then coaching options, and then formation stuff. But dude, how are we gonna know? No, dude. I did this. This happened. I've done this before. It's bad. It wouldn't let us play until we made sure that there was no repeats in our. I had to even Google it, man. Dude, it must be you because I haven't seen any. Usually I see it. Well then what in the world? I don't either. Okay, did you click it? I'm clicking it again. It's better not happen again. No pressure. You can tell the people who are on quarantine. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. Pats came back and won. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones. What a game. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter when they come to him.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And
yeah,
pretty
dude,
good
took it
return
back
here.
to
He'll
the
be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, good. I sure did.
Let's go now. 8 read. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Woo-hoo! Way in for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Brown, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Sure.
Ready? Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Yes.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's
Yes.
checking crash.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Yes.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Run, 15 run. Watch the run.
2nd and 5. The 20. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Dropped the mic, tried to pick it up.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's do it.
Lost in Tennessee by 3 points this week.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yes.
On second down, a run with Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Yes.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This is the tight end fan. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Set, ready? 60 or. 53. I got it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready?
6-6, pull it high.
On second down, it's Little. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Yes.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Yep.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yep.
On third down, Jackson. It's Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Yep.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, get out.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Yes.
Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Fight to the end.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yep.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yep.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Yep.
On 4th down, Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunning there to get a hand in. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Let me know.
Check 24. Check
Sorry?
24.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
Way too
They've
much
got to
time.
find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yep.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Yo, Mike's 50, Mike's
Yes.
50. Night, sweetheart.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Yep.
Here we go again.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right.
Out of bounds.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
On second down now, it's Little. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Little. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Here we go. 8 read.
They'll run on first down. It's Little, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And logo. Let's see what you got.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a handoff here to his running back. Open space inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Zerline good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On the delay, here's Breida. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The offense on third down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
I'm ready.
Gotcha.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
There was no
Looking
pressure.
right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
This is the AFC North.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Little. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let me know.
He'll look to throw. And that will be
That's
incomplete.
the ball, Brown.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They'll come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. This is Breida on the draw. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
I'm ready.
50, 50. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
What in the world?
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I didn't do that.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Little. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Let me know.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
For 1 second.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready?
SOS, SOS. 80 weapons. SOS, SOS, SOS. Slam, slam, slam. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Big grip, big grip.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Yes.
They run with Breedle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yep.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for